Yeah, if anyone's wondering what happened to it there, I tried doing a Pierce impersonation, and I believe when my lem sip, I put the cup down and it knocked the webcam off, which honestly, I don't even know why I'm taking another drink. See if it knocks off this time. I'm going to bed, but yes, thank you, beer guy, for the £10 donation. That was very good of you. Appreciate it, beer guy. But yeah, I don't know why I did that to that stream. Well, I know I did because I knocked the bloody wire. Absolute mince, folks. I'm sorry. I apologise. The Marks fear Fog Wrestling. We believe in Fog Wrestling. Absolutely, guys. What have we got here? JD for New York Cyber Attack. It was a me drinking the lem sip, putting it down, and knocking the webcam off. I don't know if you could hear me after it went off. So yeah. Absolute shite. JD hacked for his basement. Could have done that. What have we got here? We've got a bunch of Diddy, man. We got a bunch of Diddy man here. Now he's driving his fake car to the fake bar. Oh, we haven't even got into that, actually. That would give me a brass neck. No, I mean, driving his fake car. Is that not a bit cringe? I mean, you're driving your fake car to your fake bar to talk about fake wrestling. Well, you can't call it fake. Haku will batter you. But what's Haku going to do with it? Haku's going to do hee-haw. That's what Haku's going to do. Cringe. Driving his fake car to the fake bar to talk about fake wrestling. That's JD for New York, man. That's what I'm on about. That's what I'm talking about. That's brilliant. That's what I'm here to talk about. Why is the stream not coming on? If we actually been hit by a cyber, what's his ad doing? Driving his fake car to the fake bar to talk about. No, it's working. That's all right. Oh shit! Sinuses are away, man. I've got a cold and I don't like it. When the seasons change, JD switches for the bar, outside to inside out. Does he actually, man? That is cringe, isn't it? That is a wee bit. That is a bit shite. There is no real there's no real spin in that. That is pathetic. Wait, what have we got here? We've got two fat white guys against two fat black guys. Hank and Tank against TD and who's their manager? I don't even know what's going on. When are we going to see Jambo Bear sitting next to Big Stevie Cool and video? Listen to this for a real laugh. He worked 8 a.m. the day to 11 p.m. and he's in at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So, oh no, he works at 8 a.m. again tomorrow. Jambo Bear's out of commission. If you've noticed, like across the board, Jambo Bear's been missing the past couple of weeks. He's been made redundant, folks. So those super chats are greatly appreciated. But aye, made redundant. It's a tough American economy, as they used to say. It's a tough economy across the board. Name me a country with a good economy. Probably one that's run better than all these. Oh, what's going on here? Tyson's battering somebody. It's not quite Mike. Big Mike. It's not quite Big Mike. But yeah, JD for New York, man. Loser. Monday Night Raw. So we've done what? What time is it? I don't even know. Why was Joe Hendry or Drew in Glasgow? I know, why were they not, man? You know, and Joe Hendry was actually in Glasgow, right? See if Joe Hendry. I agree. We have to tag team this. I can't be left to go solo in this match. I need to press the R1 and triangle for the hot tag, and no one's there for me, man. But yeah, he was in Glasgow, and they knew what they were doing by hyping that up, man. Disgusting. But yeah, we've been going for what? 47 minutes with like a minute break in between there. Not good. The both of you have to tag team. I've already read that. Yeah, I wish we could. But I'm riding solo tonight, and I've been right. The Motor City Machine Guns are watching backstage in the monitor. Imagine saying, right, back in like 2005, yeah, I know the Motor City Machine Guns weren't a thing in 05, but let's just say they were. Imagine saying, right, here, see in 20 years, the Motor City Machine Guns will be feuding for the WWE tag titles. You'd have fucking laughed, man. Because A, you'd have been like, they'll be in their late 40s by then. They'll be done. And B, WWE's way bigger than the Motor City Machine Guns in their late 40s. And look who's laughing now. What pissed me off about it was the whole mystery teammate. Just say next week the Usos. Yeah. And look at the way they did it. And they knew. They fucking knew. See the fact that Jimmy Uso ran down during Jay's entrance? They knew if Jay got to the ring and there was all this, like, song and dance about it, that would have made people believe, pun intended, that it would have been Joe Hendry. But no, what did they do? What did they fucking do? They have Jimmy run down like the absolute jobber that he is. It's just so fucking... The worst thing about wrestling is it's so predictable. So that's the worst thing. Well, I mean, it's for me not the worst, but next week Gunther's going to beat Jimmy, and then Jay's going to run down, and it's like, oh, is he going to show some of that yeetness, that main event stuff? It's going to take him to the next level against Gunther. Crap, man. In 10 years, they'll start saying DIY is the greatest tag team ever now, like they did with the Usos, and then the New Day. Hope they don't. We all know. But no, the thing is, right? See the Usos in the New Day, I actually don't mind them. But they're nowhere near conversation for the greatest tag team of all time. You know what I mean? They're not. They are nowhere near. You know what I mean? Nowhere near. And it's like, you look at like Roman Reigns, right? It's the same reason that Roman Reigns is nowhere near Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he's just fucking not. You know what I mean? It's this current era of wrestling. They're no Steiner brothers. Fucking damn right they're no the Steiner brothers. I mean, it's fucking mental, man. I mean, the New Day have been a tag team for 11 years. Like, the Dudleys started teaming together with, like, it was 96, 97. Devon and, Bubba Ray. And if you fast forward 11 years to 2008, they've done everything. Iconic moments. This, that. The New Day. I mean, at least for the Usos, you can argue, well, they had their run as tag teams, and then they did the whole stuff with the Bloodline, which, I mean, for being fair, the Bloodline stuff, yeah, it's overrated, but it is some of the best stuff we've seen in wrestling for a fucking decent period of time. So I love pro wrestling, but we have to be honest, when the product is not good, you always keep it 100. Enjoy your fid, man. Appreciate that, Star Rogue. Jimmy just took Jay's gimmick. Drew was 100% right. If Jimmy said yeet first, he'd be the one who's over. Probably. And that's just how shite it is. They had to give Roman the title for 4 years to make him main event level. As soon as he dropped, look where he's at now. And that's it, man. We've been saying this for ages, right? See if you pushed Sack fucking Gowan, the guy with one leg, feel free. See if you pushed him like Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns have been the past, Roman Reigns getting pushed for like 13 years, but if you give anyone, it's an actual fucking joke, right? Think of the guys that were considered like B-level guys, right? Back in the day, and this isn't any disrespecting, but B-level guys for me are like, I'll throw Jericho in there. I'm talking about like Attitude Era, like Jericho, Van Dam, Guerrero, Benoit, Christian, guys like that, right? Who, I mean, I love all of them. You know what I mean? Grew up watching them. They all became world champions in some regard, right? But see if you gave those 5 guys the push that Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes has had the past, 5 years, 6 years, and then Cody Rhodes is like 3, they would have been fucking megastars. I mean, those guys got over when they were never pushed anywhere near as like the guy. Like, look at Jericho when he came in '99. You know what I mean? That's all on him. And yeah, and the vignettes help. You know what I mean? You look at Guerrero and Benoit. They came in as the Radicals. They were never forced in or. I mean, see if Benoit and Guerrero came in 2000 and beat like they spent like the next 2 to 3 years just constantly beating like the likes of Rock, Taker, and Austin. They would be so much more elevated by that. So we can't act surprised that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, when they get forced down our throat, feel a wee bit better than guys, who are shite. And that is it, man. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are the guys in the machine. The machine. And yeah, a lot of those guys like Jeff Hardy, Van Damme, they dropped the ball as well with like drug habits and shit like that. But Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes have got shit habits. Haha. Beer Guy. Here's another bit of support. Also, when Raw ended on Netflix, the live crowd got Punk, Ray, Cody, and Judgment Day. Thank you for the £10. Beer Guy, as my voice broke there. £10. I talked about that earlier, but I'll repeat it. It's like, see, getting that match as a live event match and not a actual match on Raw, big difference. You're paying extra for the Hydro, you're paying extra for the O2, you're paying extra for Brussels because it's actually an episode of Raw. And we all know it, folks, right? If you've been to wrestling or you're aware, there's a big difference between how they wrestle at live events and how they wrestle on like Raw and SmackDown. There is. And you should be getting, you it's a joke. They missed the boat on Gable. Yeah, and it's like, you know what? See this Grande American thing? It's funny. The Gulf of America has obviously ruffled a few, ruffled a few feathers, but it's a sad state of affairs when Gable's like the only guy getting a real like story. The past thing here. You mentioned Nipples versus CM Punk once in a live event. How did they screw that up? Yeah, no, it was in Belfast. When was it? Friday or Saturday, and you're getting Punk against Gunther, and it's like Punk versus Gunther. You're getting CM Punk versus the world champion. Regardless of what we think him, he's still the world champion, right? And the problem with that is like a live event. You're getting a better match at a live event than what you're getting at an actual Raw or SmackDown event. And I didn't look how much it was in the Odyssey or whatever the fuck you call it now. But to me, that's no right. You know what I mean? It's pathetic. It's like we're beginning to see like Cody Rhodes, Gunther. Why are they working so many matches at live events, but we never see them work matches on Raw? Why is that? I mean, I just don't get it. And that's not me saying here they should stop wrestling at live events, because people you pay your money to go see them, but why can't they do both? I mean, back in the day, man, people were wrestling like 7 times a week. Don't understand it for the life of me. Chad Gable is hilarious. I like Chad Gable, but I think they've just dropped the ball on him too much, and there's only so many times you come back from it. The Gulf of America stuff is the least of the problems with the WWE stories. Absolutely. Who cares, man? You know what I mean? Who fucking cares? People can grate about if Triple H supports Trump. I couldn't care if he's the biggest, left-leaning guy alive or right-leaning. It's if he's producing good wrestling. That's that matters. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Undertaker, Batista, two very different sides of the political divide. Does it take away from any of their in-ring work or what they've done? For me, it doesn't. You know what I mean? But Mick Foley. Does Mick Foley supporting the left take away from what he done? Flinging himself off Hell in a Cell. Of course it doesn't, man. Mick Foley's fucking epic for doing all that shit. You know what I mean? He put his body on the line. He risked it all. But it's pathetic, man. I don't understand why Americans hate America. Sure, we're not perfect, but this is our home. America. I am a real America. Yeah. America, man. Yeah, politics. You can put politics in a show and get away with it, like how the boys did it. Triple H just didn't do it the right way. Fog, why is there no entertaining main event players? Of course, we have LA and Punk, kinda. But besides that, no one really makes the audience pop with that. I know. Just absolutely soul destroying. 1 second, folks. 1 second. Right, we're back. Hello, America. My name is Joe Testore. There's nothing worse than that. See Joe Testore, man. The most monotone fucking guy on the planet. How he landed a job with WWE. Could you imagine Vince McMahon chewing the ear off him when he's speaking so monotone? Tonight, we're getting John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Tonight, we're getting The Rock. But then he'll get hyped for like fucking DIY. Honestly, man. And that's another thing. Michael fucking Cole. He has been unleashed. You know what I mean? It's like, see dogs, they should be on a lead in public parks. Michael Cole should be on a lead when WWE is in town. Because see him yeeting. Oh man, there's a reason McMahon made him his bitch. Because he's fucking atrocious. And see, it's like they're rewriting history and pretending that Michael Cole's better than JR. Like, imagine actually saying that, man. You know what I mean? The commentary is god awful. Cole and Pat together is like nails on a chalkboard. Totally agree. Awful, man. Absolutely fucking awful. I mean, it's like we touched on it in the Raw review. It's like Pat McAfee used to go mental for people that mattered, like Brock Lesnar, Cena, Reigns at the peak of his powers. Now he's going ballistic for Lia Valkyria. Like, what? Cole's wife's boyfriend said he looked cool eating. That's pretty much it. Mr. Skullduggery. Joe Test is boring. He should be commentating on golf or some shit. The commentary has got. I've already read that. Remember when Michael Cole used to ruin every big return? Oh my God, no. Is it? Is it really him? Vintage or when The Rock returned with Jinder Mahal, Cole got really shouted, yeah, in the mic. Yeah, just a fuck. He's a fud, man. Axiom are cutting a promo. And you've got attacked after the match, Axiom. Axiom, you're from Spain. I'm from Fraser. I want to play some football, mate. Obafemi's walking backstage. It's a matter of time for fucking Triple H buries him. I saw 10 reasons why Jacob Fatu sucks. Where's the 10 reasons why JBL was great? Maybe he's a wrestling god. Jacob Fatu, right? Now, if you're American, this won't really mean much to you, but if you're not, if you're from the UK, well, he was spotted, I think it was Nottingham, right? And he was outside like a Tesco Extra, or was it a mini? No, that Tesco Extra's a small one, isn't it? Aye. No. What's the mini Tesco's called? Is it an Extra? I thought that was the big ones. My head's fucking gone. Doesn't really matter. It's a Tesco nonetheless. And he's dressed like a thug. There's no other way to put it, man. He's like, he's got his hood up and a balaclava on. Now, you know, obviously in parts of the UK, like London, you know, probably Nottingham as well, and other places, people probably go in and that's fucking normal. But seeing Jacob Fatu do that, people can argue he's keeping kayfabe, right? But I don't know. There's just something weird about Jacob Fatu. Like this was, he was literally just walking around England, right? And it looked like he was going to go in and fucking rob the place. It's like, see the Undertaker. He didn't rock around. Yeah, it's usually a small one. He didn't rock around with the trench coat on. You know what I mean? It's like the Godfather didn't go down to the corner of the streets and start pimping out women. Yeah, I just don't really understand that for Jacob Fatu, and it's not a good look. And I mean, I think it's the least of his concerns. He's a fucking jobber. Like, he can do what he wants in his free time. And if he wants to rob Tesco, right? Because meal deals are getting pretty expensive, then he can go and do that. The Godfather opened a strip club. That's brilliant. At least when Fog Wrestling rants, it's hilarious. For future reference, check out their Go Home Bash in Berlin video on that SmackDown. Though it's mad, man. I can remember some of it. I think it was Was it Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes? And he's like, "You can have a match, Cody, because you're my friend." Was that it? I was ranting and raved that much, man. I've kind of went off the fucking boil. It's like, it just gets worse. We probably said that was the worst SmackDown of all time, and there's probably been about 10 worse on it since. Because we're listening to the hater, and he said the exact same thing. It's like, he called that Cena one the worst, but the reality is, might not be next week, but the week after will probably be the worst, and it's that continuous trend. I'd rather eat Rikishi's arse than watch this shite. I'm done. End the fed. Hope he fucking said that, not me, by the way. Don't know if I'd reiterate those words, even though I did. Isn't Bash in Berlin the last time Gunther defended its title on pay-per-view? Is that not a problem, folks? That Gunther is defending his title on, like, one pay-per-view, his first chance. And people, they'll argue, oh, but that elevates Saturday night main event. Saturday night's main event is fucking wank, by the way. Absolute shite. 1 second. Oh, I had to blow my nose there, folks. He's off to the West Wing. I had to get bloody tissues. But yeah, the Saturday night main event thing, like we talked about it, right? Pretty much just it's so predictable. There was like no changes whatsoever. Just an hour and 45 minutes of shite you knew was going to happen. He's off to the West Wing. Yeah, super chats will help towards a West Wing. The renovation of the rest of the West Wing. Give Dom the IC title, let Braun Breaker go after the world title. I know. See, with Braun Breaker, there's a future with him. See Gunther. No, what's actually next for Gunther, by the way? Say he loses to Jey Uso. What's next for Gunther? You know what I mean? Is it... see guys like Drew McIntyre and Priest, they've won the world title in recent years, and they're kind of just in mid-card mediocrity. Is that them done? What's next? You know what I mean? I hope he's done. Because it's like, see back in the day, right? I'm not saying every single, it's not like every one of John Cena's 16 title reigns were 100% different, right? Obviously, some would have felt similar. Some lasted 10 minutes. Some lasted 6 to 8 months. But what's going to be the difference between Gunther's first title reign and say he wins it next year? Say he wins it in November time. There's going to be no difference. They've got no fucking stories to tell. That's why they just have long fucking title reigns. It's like, look how many times Charlotte's won the belt. It's the exact same shit. Exact same fucking shite. You look at Cody Rhodes, he's won it once. And why? Why is Cody Rhodes holding on to this belt, by the way, for so long? Not the funny thing is, folks, is see if Cody Rhodes beats John Cena at WrestleMania, he is probably guaranteed to hold on to that until at least SummerSlam, and then if he survives that, it's Mania. No wonder there's nothing must see about it, man. Nothing must see about it. Gunther, you know what I mean, has that match against Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event. Why is he not defending at the Rumble? Right? Why is he not defending at the Rumble? And then he doesn't even defend at the Chamber. And there's not even been a match on Raw in between now and then. They announced this Jey Uso Gunther match, but on the 5th of February or something. That's that's near 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Crap. I don't even know if Cena should win the title. This is going to be his heel turn. That's sad saying that. Well, apparently after London, that's him to Mania. And what date's London? The 31st of March. So yeah, I mean the 31st of March is a very long wait until Mania. I mean, you're looking at 3 weeks. You know what I mean? No wonder it. But then, like we said on Raw, the Raw review, it's like this story would have been. I say this story. There is no story. But this feud would have been better if Cena just didn't appear. At least you could argue, oh, that's real heelish, man. Cena's no appearing. These promos have been utterly disgusting. Also, if Pierce is the GM of Raw and this is Cena's last run, why isn't he putting him in matches on TV? I know, I'd love to tell you, man. Honestly, see these people that think this is great. They haven't watched any of the old stuff. See them in interactions that Eric Bischoff, Teddy Long, Commissioners Regal and Foley would have had with the roster throughout the night. Some cases we're talking double digits. You know what I mean? And that's where like everybody. Adam Pearce just seems to interact with the fucking jobbers. Like, when does he actually interact with like a guy like CM Punk? When does he interact with Roman Reigns? When does he interact with Gunther? When does he interact with Jey Uso? When does he interact with Cody Rhodes? It's all, when does he interact with Cena? You know what I mean? It's like there's just nothing. There's no continuity in it. No Drew, no Joe Hendry in Glasgow. Seriously, it has to be Triple H trolling. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's why people are like, well, why are you not going to it? I mean, I don't care if fucking Chris Benoit came back from the dead, right? And walked into the Hydro. That still wouldn't be worth 472 quid. But, Joe Hendry and Drew McIntyre still ain't worth it. I mean, it would have been good to see them, in Scotland. Obviously, neither are from Glasgow, but, the Yanks, they don't get geography, brother. But, yeah, I mean, it still would have been great to see them. But, yeah, I agree. It is trolling for Triple H. It's like the whole reason Jimmy, I've already said it about 500 times, but the whole reason Jimmy joined Jay mid-entrance is because they knew if they waited to get Jimmy his own pop, they'd have booed the fuck out of it. And the whole stuff with Belair, man, it's just pathetic. You know what I mean? Maybe people just don't like Belair. You know what I mean? Ever think of that, folks? Pathetic. They really turned Jay's bitches into a story. Yeah, botches. Him falling over. The Usos are awful workers, man. Awful workers, and there was a botch there. Referee didn't pin there. The less we see Pierce, the better. No, I agree, but you know what I mean? Like, you've got a GM, he should be there. But not the problem is, man, if we just got to a point in wrestling where all the guys who could be GMs don't want anything to do with it, I mean, it could be that. I mean, who's the ideal GM? I mean, Bischoff said he's pretty much done full time. He'll never do it again. I mean, it's like we've seen Foley come back in 2016 and the 17. It was fucking nowhere near what he was doing in 2000. You know what I mean? Not Commissioner Foley in 2000 was epic. We need GMs across the board now. Yep, we need them. Why is there no heel GM? The last one was the Authority with Stephanie and Triple H, and that was shite. Yeah, it was shite, but compared to now, it feels like goat tier, doesn't it? I mean, you need an evil heel. You need an evil authority figure, right? You look at every TV show, right? Known to man, and I mean, I guess there's a few TV shows where like the main characters themselves are kind of like the anti-hero or the antagonist. You know what I mean? It's like Tony Soprano, for example. Yeah, you've got your antagonist in it, but he kind of turns over the show. But even Breaking Bad, you've got Gus Fring, guys like that. Every TV show has a bad guy. Every single TV show has a bad guy, even if he's not like as bad as like the main character might turn out to be or something. Some are more evil than others, but is it any surprise that wrestling was at its best when we had heel Vince McMahon? It's not. £10 for the beer guy. Who's the top? Thank you very much. Who's the top 5 hottest on the NXT roster? Tell you what, like there's a lot to pick from. I'll tell you that much for free. I mean, you're probably gonna Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, Roxanne Perez. I think there's better ones than Roxanne Perez, to be honest. Well, CM Punk doesn't think so, actually, but yeah, we're no CM Punk. There's like hundreds, man. You had the Parkers at the door. Who else? I don't know a lot of their names. That's the problem. You know what I mean? But there's a lot, man. I mean, see, as long as it's not like Saria, Jordana Grace, or anyone like that, man, I think you're onto the winning ticket. Vince was goated as the evil boss. His feud with Austin was legendary. It was epic, man. The hero needs something to overcome. That's why you have the evil boss. Yeah, I think if The Rock was there every week as the final boss, or at least sporadically, that would be good. But I mean, there's no follow up to that stuff with Rhodes. You know what I mean? And that's why last year's Mania was all right to a degree, because you had Cody Rhodes against, like, you know, the evil fucking Samoans, the 4-year title reign and the final boss, for example. Without Vince Jr., there would be no decent pro wrestling. People need to put respect on his name. A bunch of jobbers with masks have come out here pretending to look tough. One of them looked like Leon Balogun. I hope it's not him. If you know, you know. Right. Funny how so many people wanted Vince gone, and now he has. We're really missing him. Yeah. But see, can't be delusional at the same time, right? See, Vince, a lot of shit years under Vince. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, you know, 2012 right up to, like, you know, 2022, 3, whatever, are great years, because they're really fucking not. But I think he still got a lot of good stuff in there. You know what I mean? Compared to now, Vince knew how to structure a show. He did, and I know there's a lot of shows he reread at the last minute, but well, it's fucking Triple H doing. You know what I mean? Some of this stuff's been planned since September, apparently. The Cena heel turn's been planned since October. Doesn't fucking look like it. Looks like John Cena literally flew in from Morocco, crashed his plane straight into Toronto. Like, you're turning heel tonight after this match. And then we'll come up with something in the 2 weeks you're away filming that match box car shite. AEW, the cheap version, ECW, shame we failed to get Sandman on Fog Wrestling. My offer for 20 Mayfair and a case of beer is still on the table. Well, I mean, absolutely, but Sandman, oh, by the way, man, Tammy Tonga, like 700 and fucking 50 quid for a cameo. That's ridiculous, man. Right. Fucking hell, man. My sinuses are absolutely snookered here. I felt fine yesterday, see, waking up today. Absolutely snookered. Absolutely snookered. That jabroni law, I'd rather buy an Al Snow and Head cameo. I know. Imagine spending 700 odd quid. I mean, I thought 400 quid for a ticket to Raw was bad. Imagine spending 700 odd quid so Tammy Tongo Mongo can say, "Oh, welcome back" to no, I don't even know what I'd get him to say. I wouldn't get him to say anything. I mean, there's nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, I would never pay that amount of money, right? For anyone. Like, I mean, I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even pay like 700 quid for, like, I don't even know. I mean, maybe I'd pay like 500 quid for like an hour podcast with Austin for this channel or something, because there's there's profit out of that. You get something worthwhile. Talking to Stone Cold Steve Austin for a fucking hour. I mean, what, a 30-second video for the Mongo Tongo McMongo? Lola Fice is pretty good. Tia Hale is. There's actually a lot of people I forgot about. To be honest, a lot of people. Too many. Who's the right man would even pay £7 for a Tammy Tongo cameo? I'll tell you what, beer guy, you deserve being a mod. Sometimes I just forget to add people as mods. I don't know, what does he even do? Managing, or what's the difference between managing? Standard moderator. I don't even know what that does compared to the other one. Fog, you don't need a mental health day, do you? No, we don't need a mental health day. I don't believe in mental health. I believe in Joe Hendry. Folks, I believe in Joe Hendry, not mental health. Tell you what, though, Samaritans and all that stuff would be off the charts watching this stuff. A tout de suite. We'll be right back. We're back in 12 seconds. we've done an hour, man. I don't know how much longer I can go in this, folks. As great as it's been burying wrestling for like an hour, over an hour, but it's... When's Operation Make Aberdeen Great Again? Next episode dropping news for scudding teams. We fucking were. Soon. I don't know what the situation is with captain redundancy. Because if he gets made redundant, I think there'll be a lot. I think there'll be a lot of time. To get Aberdeen career mode done. I can't see that game we played against Kelly, by the way. And everything, Cal Fazell turned in the fucking R9. He was hitting outside the boot shots and we're going in top bins. Crazy, man. That game was mental. And the game against Hibs, the 5-1. Oh, what a game that was. That was brilliant. The marks say you deserve it. Aye, the marks say you deserve it. They're showing us Las Vegas here. Las Vegas, Nevada. Tatum Paxley. Not the biggest fan of Tatum Paxley. No, the biggest fan of Tatum Paxley. What is that? Puff, puff, puff. Triple H to induct Triple H in the Hall of Fame, probably. Don't think he's going to do what he did to Ric Flair. You're up with Tatum. She's awesome. Well, hold on here. She's awesome. What's he saying? He's texting me right now. I'll relay what he's saying. How much money is that? That's brilliant. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Right, is Linda still alive? Bring her back. She'll do a better job in Triple H. I never rated Linda, but yeah, she can do a worse job in Triple H. Linda. Who's coming out here? Lash Legend and Jakora Jackson. Their stock has absolutely died on its arse. Hasn't it, like? Absolutely died on its arse. Triple H ego's out of control and people fighting The Rock is bad. Absolutely. What in the fuck's happening there? Undertaker ego is running wild too, putting his wife and everything. That LFG had some woman on it. I don't even know if it was a woman, but we'll just say that for now till I know. But yeah, who's seen it, man? Double chin, triple chin, the whole shebang. Built like Brock Lesnar. It's like, what's going on? We've got Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. Two other women are coming out here. What, women wrestling in NXT? Helicopter outside. JD from New York driving his fake car to the fake bar to watch some fake fucking wrestling. That's my highlight of the night. Jambo Bear about to stomp into the Austin theme tune, beer everywhere. He wishes. He's up. He starts at 8. He should be in bed. Shouldn't be talking about NXT. Shouldn't be talking about it. The waste that Dakota Jackson, the waste. How many people have they wasted? Like, it's actually incredible. It's like, you see, think of it, right? Why does Dakota Jackson, right, and what do you call it? Why does Lash Legends Dakota Jackson get took straight back down to NXT when there is like, and I'm not saying they're good, right? I'm not saying they're going to be, the next Rock in Austin. But why do certain people get released and brought back down to NXT, and there's other people who've been like on the main roster for like a decade and done the square root of fuck all, pretty much. Look at Karrion Kross. Well, what's he doing? You know what I mean? He's basically doing He is on Netflix. Well, he was on Netflix, and he was like, like the wee ad breaks you get, and it says like 3 minutes, and that's what he was doing. I think he's doing the same on SmackDown. Andrade, what is the fucking point of bringing Andrade back, man? There's a Ponzi scheme going on there or something, because Andrade is a jobber. Well, we had it better back in the day. Damn, Stacey Keebler was fit, absolutely. And what we getting now? Fog and chat. Let's all get fake cars to drive to our fake bars to talk about fake wrestling. Dun, dun. Brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, radio. Tori Wilson was good. Good. Tori Wilson was fucking bang right at the door. Not main event in his own bedroom. Well, Fog Wrestling buried him. Andrade, so fucking true about him though. He's fucking he's been divorced, hasn't he? So he can main event the fucking spare room now, like, but no the. No, he's an absolute jobber, man. I don't know it. It's like Ray Phoenix, right? Dragon Lee. Why? It is why? Like why? You know what I mean? Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Johnny Gargano. Why? Like, what are they doing there, man? Someone commented, and I apologise who it was. It was a couple of days ago. Fire everybody. Bring in like 30 guys, failed like NFL players who are big and muscular, and 10 like Miss America women, and just start fresh like that. It wouldn't do any fucking worse than what they're doing right now. You know what I mean? Johnny Gargano should be working in CEX, should be working in McDonald's, but he's somehow working in professional wrestling. And not only is he working in professional wrestling, he's working in the pinnacle of professional wrestling. And WWE. But yeah, Tori Wilson, guys. Do a swap with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Give them Shinsuke in exchange for David Finlay. It's a good deal. He's a legend there, and David has potential. My name's Finlay, and I love to fight. Tatum Paxley and GG Dolan with a victory. Austin 316. And you get Saria watching on like a freak show. Wyatt 6 or shite. Bo Dallas' respect for me because he was banging Liv low. Could use his battle scars theme, be himself, turning to Uncle Howdy if he gets pissed off. Didn't know he was banging Liv. Is he still banging Liv, or was that like a 10-year ago thing? The Wyatt 6 are awful. I've seen the hater upload a video on it. I'll be listening to that tomorrow morning. But Bray Wyatt would be ashamed of what they did with his group. Absolutely. See if Vince McMahon was doing the exact same thing, right? That what Triple H is doing with the Wyatt 6, people would be burying him, going through him. Oh, he's burying Bray Wyatt's legacy. He's doing this, he's doing that. Bray Wyatt's dead, and that sucks. But I never had a lot of love for the guy, right? So I'm not overly bothered about how the Wyatt 6 are being treated, right? But when they come in and they literally, annihilate the entire Raw roster to the... It's actually insane. I mean, see if you watch the Invasion storyline, right? This would be the equivalent of when ECW, right? When they formed again with like Taz, the Dudleys, Van Dam, Dreamer, Lance Storm, guys like that, Mike Awesome, whoever was else in the ring. That'd be like them forming when they turned on Kane and Jericho, right? And leave them in a bloody pulp, and then like you just don't see them for like 6 months again. It's fucking insane. And see 2001 and the alliance, the invasion angle. See, people think that sucks, man. Fucking honestly, you need to reel it in. Week to week, you were getting some great stuff, man. Even like in the parking lot, you had like Sean Stasiak, Mike Awesome. What do you call those two guys? Two fucking. I think they were twins. Caden Taker took them on 2001. They were shite, like, but They were led by like Shane McMahon in the parking lot, and they fucking left Undertaker bloody. And it's like, see how fucking good that sounds. And yeah, would it be better if it was, Goldberg, Sting, and fucking DDP doing it to Taker? Although DDP did feud with Taker, right? But of course it would be. See, in an ideal world, folks, right? You'd have got all the WCW guys in 2001. We didn't get it, but it was still great. See, people that think that sucked and that's like the worst period of wrestling. I've seen people think that. Like, they dropped the ball so much, it's the worst thing ever. Go and watch it. Give me King of the Ring 2001, Jericho, Benoit, and Austin. Interference with Booker T. The WCW champion fucks Austin through the announce table. Kurt Angle against Shane McMahon in a street fight. Rhino, Christian, Angle, and Edge. The final four in the King of the Ring. I'm ringing all these things off the top of my head. I paid a few that I've not watched in like 5-6 years. I can remember it like that. I can't even fucking remember every match that happened on Raw last night. And that's the problem, that it's fucking trash. Vince come back is always forgiven. It all is forgiven, man. I mean, they didn't get found guilty of anything. It's a fucking disgrace what happened to him. He's responsible for the greatest eras in pro wrestling. You know what I mean? And it's actually, I don't find it a bit sick that McMahon's gave us. He's gave us the greatest stuff ever, right? And he's pretty much been completely written out of the history. It's actually tragic, man. You know what I mean? Like, people greet about Benoit and they can't show the Rumble 04, they can't show Mania 20, they can't show that ending with Guerrero, but Benoit, in the large scheme of things, is a small part of professional wrestling. Mr. McMahon is professional wrestling. And see the fact that he's been written out of it, it's fucking pathetic. And the writing was on the wall. We called it out back, end of 23, start 2024. See the way Triple H and Cody Rhodes just fucking absolutely buried McMahon. You know what I mean? In those press conferences after the show, when the allegations and the rumors came out, it was fucking. That's when my respect for Triple H truly. Like, booking shite wrestling's one thing, but throwing the guy that gave you the keys to the kingdom completely and utterly under the fucking bus, it's no good enough, man. You know what I mean? It's a simple case of McMahon was paying this woman, and when the money dried up, she put all that in against him, man. You know what I mean? It's sad, like, as fucking, it actually does annoy me that Vince McMahon will probably never, ever, you know what I mean, in a million years, ever get the recognition he deserves. Shite, but that's wrestling for you, buddy. Every package he's written out of, folks, it's shite. It's no good enough. I heard Stephanie got some of Randy Savage's D. Guess we'll never know about that, won't we? Not Randy Savage. Don't know if he did an interview about it. And I don't think Steph McMahon is ever going to reveal to the media about this. Oh yeah, snap into a Slim Jim. I don't think she's ever going to do that. So, you think WWE set him up? They could have, man. Triple H did a lot of stuff in the past, man. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff in the past. You know what I mean? And it's the same with Brock Lesnar. Like, the guy gets sent a couple of texts, and people are like making it that Brock Lesnar is like a Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I mean? It's actually incredible. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Oh, what is going on in fucking professional wrestling? It'd be funny if it was Val Venus. Hello, ladies. I think that you want. They think they want to fence it the way I think they did as well. Absolutely. Do you think the big Falboski would join Fog Wrestling? Well, he does share a lot of things with us, like, so I think he would. Does he still commentate though on how bad the current stuff is? I mean, all those guys, they must watch it and be like, "Fucking hell! I'm glad I wrestled 20 years previously because this is fucking tragic." They can't think it's good. You know what I mean? They can't. There's no way they can. There's no way. We've got Hank and Tank backstage with the Motor City, with Motor City machine guns, man. My head is hanging off here. Hanging off. Hanging off. Da, 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 da. My nose keeps running, man. I have to keep going fucking blowing my nose, but it's shite. Honestly, man, hate my nose run. Motor City machine guns were awesome in the 2010s. Mad though, like 2010s, 15 years ago. Shite. Right, folks, I don't know how much longer I've got left in me. I mean, this has been a really good stream, both of them. But I don't know. I don't know how much I've got left in me. Take it easy, Sean. Thanks for all the super chats, Sean. Andrew Chase is coming out. Yeah, I disagree with him beating the Dudleys. Like kicking out of the 3D is a fucking step too far for me. Absolutely. Andrew Chase is coming out with 2 jobbers. Jesus, that referee is an absolute midget. 3D was protected as hell. Undertaker even lost that. Yeah, I know that's it. Like it's not like Undertaker or Austin kicked out of it first. It was was it Alex Shelley or was it Saban? I can't remember which one it was. Doesn't really matter. Too diddy, man. Right, folks. We're going to end it there because I have a few other fids that I need to do. Sadly, before the night is over, and the longer this goes on, the less time I've got because I would like a decent lie-in tomorrow. But you know what? We've watched about 85 minutes of NXT tonight. Let me just double check the time. Yeah, about 84 minutes, 85 minutes. That's about 80 minutes longer I thought I would. So I appreciate all the super chats. Yeah, thank you, Beer Guy. Great stream, appreciate it. Big up to you too. Yeah, NXT review tomorrow, some capacity. I mean, I haven't been watching a great deal of it, but I mean, I have, to be honest. Like, I have had my eyes on the screen. But yeah, it's better to talk about wrestling, burying it, than watching a bunch of fucking jobbers that are just going to get buried by Triple H in a few months and years' time, isn't it? So I appreciate all the super chats, all that good stuff. And until next time, peace.